Hey guys, just wanted to give you an update on this bad module bug that I was having. It seems that it wasn't just isolated to iRacing. Last couple of years it's been randomly happening to all different games, but uh, as of 2 weeks ago when we had updates, it was roughly the Daytona 24-hour time, the iRacing Daytona 24-hour week, where the bug just crept in with an update and lots of people were getting it. At times it was knocking out half the field. It happened to me a couple of times and it's extremely frustrating. It happened to me quite a bit in practice when it was happening, and it happened 2 or 3 times in racing. Um, once was 2 seconds after the light went green. So this is a follow-up to my other video. I got a message from a Damo Brown yesterday, and that's what's prompted me to do this video. And sorry if it's a bit late, buddy, but got home from work and it was all over. So do it now. This happened about 2 weeks ago, two and a half, or maybe 3 weeks ago where it started. 2 weeks ago where I made this video, and there was this bad module bug. I was about 14 laps in, and I had another race where it happened right at the start of the race, 50 meters into the race. And the problem I had with it was, uh, while you're live in the session, your system has crashed, but your car is still live, and you've got, when it happens, maybe a quarter to a half a second to react, to do anything before it cuts off the controls, but keeps your car on the track. So you end up being in the way of other people, and even though they might not have the system crash, they will have a car crash because you're in the way, and it's very frustrating. So lots and lots of little tiny tweaks and everything, but after I did this particular video, I went to my gigabyte settings. I have a Gigabyte GTX 1080, the Extreme Gaming Edition, which is an amazing card. It's awesome. And I found that the overclock settings, which had not been an issue, they hadn't been changed for the last 6, maybe 8 months. I tweaked them about 5%, just a little bit. And I noticed when that update, bad module update happened, I was getting tiny pixelations, like little tiny pink dots while racing, and it was quite distracting sometimes. So it randomly happened, these pink dots, and yeah, it was almost within this area of the screen. So while you're racing, it's like right at the driving line. So it was very noticeable, but not too much, like 1 or 2 pixels just flicker here and there. So after I made the video, without going too far into my babbles, I changed all of my personal settings back to an actual standard OC mode. So basically put it to a default setting from the manufacturer. So it's more than standard, even though it's overclocked out of the box. There is an OC mode which just overclocks it a little bit more, but to their specifications. And since I've done that, I have not had one single bad module crash. When I've always had this Gigabyte, which is actually running my overclock, but I'm using also MSI Afterburner, but there are no overclock functions from Afterburner. This is primarily a monitoring program that I use. I've always used it thanks to Jay's 2 cents. He watched a video a couple of years ago and I was just like, wow, I didn't know you could get all of this information. Now, this is the only setting that I've changed since making that video, and I have not had one single issue since. I haven't played with RAM. I haven't played with the CPU, even though I can't. I've got a 9K chip. I have not changed a single thing. I haven't had any spikes in voltage or anything like that. If anything, I've actually put my computer under more load as I've added another screen. And I've also added, oh, we don't want that. It's hard with the second screen now. This tiny little thing to reduce everything. I've also added this desktop program which animates your wallpaper. It is really cool. It's only $4 on Steam. It's called Wallpaper Engine. And to be honest, it's it's a little bit taxing on the CPU. So within the settings, you can actually turn it off when programs are running. But I find that it's not very consistent. So, yeah, getting off topic, this is an amazing program. You can change your desktop background. That's from Barnacle, by the way. Watch the video on his, and this is what I've got on my other screen. Get rid of that. It's just phenomenal. There are so many wallpapers that you can download. But I've got Deep Space in one, and I've got the globe on the other. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this has helped. But back to my original point, I've gone back to my standard manufacturer's overclock settings. My original overclock settings, which I'd set, which all I'd done was cranked everything up 5% and never had an issue. That, for me, has seemed to be the fix. So basically, go into your manufacturer's graphics card program, not MSI Afterburner or the EVGA Precision or whatever it's called. Go to your manufacturer's one and go to their default overclock settings. There's a clash somewhere there and somewhere within the iRacing thing, and I have not had any updates from iRacing in the last 2 weeks either. So this has been my fix. I hope it really helps. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. But either way, why don't you subscribe and lock into this channel? I do lots and lots of racing, and I record every race, whether they're good, bad, or even the ugly ones. So yeah, I'll just keep pumping these puppies out, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.